What do you say for people like who is trying to work in a professional environment, and now the good thing is, the bright side is that it's not something at very preliminary stage. Now we are seeing that workplace, we have women, men working together. And do you not think that we need to change our work environment to some extent as well, to accommodate these differences in terms of having different genders working at the same place?
Okay. Do you want me to specifically talk about how we need to be more inclusive in terms of having women in the
Yeah,
workplaces?
and of course, I will rephrase the point.
Yeah.
Like, let's suppose you have a life at home, you have a life at work, and then you have kids. Okay, so when you come to work, you are perhaps managing your kids through somebody, or maybe help at home. But I have observed that a lot of women are facing problems because
Yes.
of that. So, do we need to change our work, setup for this regard? Maybe
Yes.
some support of some kind.
Yes.
So, would you reflect on that? Because I think you're the right person to ask these
Yes.
kind of questions from.
Yes, you're right. Do you know ours is an entirely women university, and the first thing that all of us, when we joined the university, everybody realized, many of the women, they were like, where are we going to leave the kids?
Mm-hmm.
Like in Peshawar, many people, they have their families in the villages. They are living here alone. There is nobody at home to look after the kids. They have to lock their home and go to their workplaces. Obviously, the husband goes to his workplace, and the wife, if she is career oriented, if she wants to make a difference in herself, in her life, or in contribute towards the nation as a whole, she has to think for a moment, what am I going to do with the kids? So we were lucky enough, our university's leadership, they realized this, and we do have a daycare facility. But then
Okay.
the question
Right.
is, how many institutes have daycares?
Yeah.
That's my question. Not many. And then talking about university, that's one thing, but women are there in every field of life. They are there in army, they are there in police, they are there in,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
they have, like, they're working in banks, in different corporate sector, offices. It's not only universities. So are they all well equipped, and do they all have daycares to take care of the kids?
Not really.
Yes. Or do we have daycares at large in Peshawar everywhere? Is it very normal? Is it a trend? No. So you are right. We need to think about it. And I think in order to make anything successful, you have to think about it in terms of a whole. Okay, women need to work, women want to come out, but how much of the support is there?
Right.
And
Yeah.
what about then single mothers, single parents, women who don't have anybody to look around, and they have
Yeah.
to earn as well because that's necessary for them. So I think we need to revisit and think about these things, that how we can help women, and if we are really helping them, or if the infrastructure in the universities, do we have daycares? We need to think. And I think we need to have, and not about only working women. I would like to come to another point. In our university as well, of course, it's a relatively new university. We do have a daycare, but it's small. It can only accommodate the kids of the staff and the faculty, not of the students. We do have certain girls who get married early, but they have this passion for studying. They want to study. But yet, yes, once again, there is nobody to take care of the kids. So, what to do
Right.
with them? So, instead of students, females, quitting studies, I think we at large need to think to provide some opportunities to them, so they can maybe bring along their kids, and they can, like, sort of leave their kids in the daycare and study, and then take the kids back home.
Right, exactly. What I got the point from your reflection is that we need to not only look into things like singling out one particular area, one particular matter. We have to look into the entire ecosystem. So for that, you
Yes.
don't need to only improve just one portion of it. You have to look into the entire spectrum of your society. And for that, I think we will perhaps need to have some novel thinking, looking into our shoes, that the way our society is, and how can we balance it with the growing global culture as well.
Yes.
So,
That's the point. In order to compete and prove ourselves, we need to rethink and revisit many things. And
right.
it's never late. It's never late.
Yeah, it's never late. Yes, we always have a chance to improve.
Yes.
That's very true.